Happy birthday! I'm so excited to share this video with you. I have been working on this for a long time now, and yeah, I'm actually kind of like really nervous. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I just need to get on with the show. But without further ado, I hope you're having a great birthday and enjoy the video.
She was with me from the very beginning. As soon as I found out I was pregnant, I was so happy. And from the time she was born, she ruled my life. Well, she taught me more than I taught her, I'm sure. I had a little cousin that was Jean Murphy, and the mother and father decided to go to California. This was during the Depression years, and they got as far as Texas, and they ran out of money. They put Jean and my aunt's girl from before, Pat, they put them in an orphanage and left them. And years and years later, then I heard that Jean got a hold of her older brothers and sisters and knew who she was, and I haven't had the opportunity to meet her or talk with her. But years ago, when I was pregnant with Jean, I said, we lost one Jean, and we will never lose this Jean. So that was my Jeannie. I had babysat, and I'd taken care of little children. And once it's your own baby, you're so, I don't know, you're just so overpowered. And I didn't know how to hold her even. The nurse finally said, well, you just lay down and I'll lay her beside you. And of course she was born at the end of May, and it had gotten really, really warm. So, and of course I had this little layette that I had taken to the hospital. So I had a dress on her and a bonnet and blankets around her. And we stopped on the way home in Camden for her dad to go in the drugstore and pick up a few items. And she started crying, and I was crying right along with her. But we finally got home, and the neighbor lady came over, and she goes, oh my God, why have you got all these clothes on this baby? She's crying because she's so darn hot. So we peeled her down to a diaper. And she was happy. But I'm thinking, I know a new baby's supposed to be nice, wrapped up in a little bundle and kept nice and warm, like an incubator.
First time I met her, a friend of mine brought me to an apartment. We were crashing a party, and I remember she came to the door, and that was at a party near the University of Minnesota when I was a student.
I do remember, it must have been like 6th grade, that talent show. She was in this talent show, and some other classmates of her, they got up and they formed some sort of a band, and they were like the headliners of the talent show. It was like, here I am as a little 3rd or 4th grader, whatever I was, and I was like, that's my sister up there. That's my sister.
The memory that will forever be etched in my heart and in my mind is when my mom died. And we were at the nursing home, and they came and asked me to go and take the rings off my mom, and I couldn't do it. And I just looked at Jean, and I didn't even have to say anything. And she was the one that went and did it. That's forever. I'm forever in debt to her and love her for that one thing. She could do no wrong after that. That's the most precious moment that we'll ever share.
Some of my best memories are honestly just us hanging out, you bringing me to basketball, football practice, baseball games, all that stuff, and just getting a chance to spend time with you. I remember us just sitting in the car, driving somewhere, laughing, listening to the radio, talking about how crappy the football game was, or how much fun it was to, do really good in a basketball game or whatever. We were always there, win or loss, and, for all my practices, picking me up, and, never really thought about it at the time, but how you went out of your way to make sure that me and him could kind of do any extracurricular stuff that we ever wanted to. You were always more than willing to bring us to that stuff and support us in whatever we wanted to do. I always thought that was pretty awesome.
Probably my favorite memory of my mom as a child was doing Girl Scouts. She was my troop leader, I think for all of Girl Scouts, if I remember right. But she was always such a great leader and treated all of us girls very equally, even though I was her daughter, and really taught us a lot of different life lessons and really helped out a lot of the girls that maybe didn't have the greatest role models in life. It was really great to see, and then also, learning a lot about teamwork and team building and things like that. I mean, just really growing a community within our troop and all of that too, because we did stay for a long time doing Girl Scouts. So, and she definitely stuck with it and really seemed to enjoy herself. And I think that all the other girls really enjoyed her as a leader as well. So I really remember that, just her dedication and generosity with us, all of us girls, was just an amazing childhood memory to have of your mother.
Favorite adult memory, though it wasn't really like a favorite memory, it was a very meaningful memory, was when I initially was leaving to go to basic training for, not being able to see my family for a while. I didn't really think anything of it, because I was like, I'm gonna leave for a couple months, I'm gonna go to Fort Sill, I'm gonna learn some cool stuff, I'm gonna have these strange men yelling at me, and I'm gonna get beat up by a bunch of guys, and I'm gonna learn a bunch of stuff with a bunch of other kids like me. And I kind of remember looking at you before I was leaving and was just confused why you were crying and you were emotional, when I was like, Mom, what is the big deal here? It's just basic training. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna be okay. But looking back on it, it was significant because you knew that it wasn't just me going to basic training. It was me, dedicating myself to being in the military and knowing that eventually I was going to go on deployments and I was going to leave the country for months and years at a time, and and also thinking that at the time I still had a selfish brain where I kind of only thought about myself and my decisions only affected myself, but thinking back on it years later, decisions that we make affect our other loved ones, and I think that you understood that at the time, and I kind of was oblivious to it, and I'll always remember looking at you and seeing how it affected you, and now that's kind of the moment that I knew that we're in this world to share our lives with other people, and not to be selfish, and to take our decisions and our direction in life, take other people into account, because it does affect them as well.
As an adult, I don't have one specific memory per se, but what I would really like to do is just say thank you so much for being my mother. You have been my favorite mother since day one, and you know it. You really have sacrificed so much for me and Phil, and have taught us so much about life and love and respect and generosity. that words cannot express the impact that you've had on my life. And in the process of making this video, I have learned so much about you, and I've learned to love and appreciate you even more, which I didn't even think was possible, but it was, because you don't think about your mother before you were born. You think about your mother as a mother and not as a child and a sister and a wife and a friend. So in the course of interviewing all these people, I have gotten to know you even more without you even knowing. But it was really a great experience, and I'm so thankful that everyone took the time to sit down with me for a little while so I could learn a lot more about you. And it's very obvious that everyone really loves and appreciates you for everything that you've done for them over the last 66 years. Words cannot express how much we all love and care for you.
Happy birthday, Aunt Jean.
Happy birthday, Jean. I just think you're the most talented woman I've ever met, and the most the most patient woman, only because you're married to Junior. I don't know how you could do it, but if you could marry Junior and be with him for 40 years, I think I probably could handle Joe. Love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Aunt Jean, all the way from Carlsbad, California. We're looking forward to seeing you in September.
Wish we were there to celebrate with you. We love you. Bye.
Happy birthday, Jean. I hope you're enjoying yourself down in Florida.
So, Jean, I wish you a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious birthday, and hope to see you soon. Oh, by the way, Carol's doesn't make red velvet cake with the cream cheese frosting. Just kidding. Love you.
Happy birthday, Jean. I'm so glad that you decided to move to Florida so we could be partners in crime. And I so love our time together. And you certainly have a halo that is so bright after marrying my brother, because Lord knows you even deserve wings to go with that halo. So I love you, and I will spend many years together doing manis and petties and all the other stuff that us girly sisters like to do. Love you.
Happy birthday, Jean.
Happy birthday, Jean. You're older. And so am I. I'm sorry. I hope we're having fun. And that's about it. I can't think of a lot of stuff to say. I mean, after 40 years, I think we've had a lot of conversations and we've expressed a lot of stuff. So I can't imagine anything new coming up right at this moment.
Happy birthday, big sister. I love you very much.
Truthfully, we wish you a very, very happy birthday.
I hope you're having a good birthday party. I'll see ya. Bye.
We're celebrating your birthday. I hope you have a good one.
Yeah, happy 66. You guys are going to have to go up and see us sometime, okay? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, sweetheart. I just hope you have a wonderful retirement and you've got many, many years to enjoy down there in that hot country of Florida. But come home and visit with us too when you get a chance. Love you so much. Always have, always will.
Happy birthday, Mom. I love you. Can't wait to see this video and see what everybody else said. And I hope you enjoy your birthday present, and I hope we can make more of these in the future for other family members. I think this is an awesome idea, and let's keep building on it. It's pretty cool. I love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mom. I hope you enjoyed the video I put together for you, and a special thank you to everybody that helped in the making of this video. I love you so much, and I hope you have a great day and a wonderful year being 66. Bye!